Vers Blob. Is always clean the scenes first. Never know. Wipe. At least it's clean. I forget every time. Can press your power just spamming to 500 every time you hit someone. Every time you hit enemies. Doesn't matter if it's 1 or 5. You can't abuse it. Then you hit 500. Start with Slightly higher. I was promised a blob. Blob. Uh, Greetings. How do you do? You want a cup of tea? A nice little sandwich with a baguette jambon beurre? Ouais. Middle thing, I don't know what it's called in English. Roulette. French. Mouse free. Dead. Like it just rolls infinitely. So annoying. Says we didn't learn any 8. Unlucky. Match 1, match other. That I don't know if it's 2 use is very good. If it's 3 it's slightly below average. I don't remember if I used it twice or times. Twice or thrice. And happening. Oh, they are walking towards the arc. I got some. Ah, I got pulled. Ping ponged. And pull. Use, that's average. 30k is average. We use 57k, that's what? 130. Either 2 mid or 1 good, 1 bad. Average. Fine-ish. Got line, I got line. Vai. I don't know if I got Elude or not. Perez! Expeded line there. Kind of on me to dying there was not very good. I got res. It's me. It's me trying to give you swiftness because we have no source of swiftness in our party. I know, but yeah, I have to press F1 for quickness. I have quickness. No quickness, swiftness. I'm I'm pulled in. I'm mega pulled in. Um, hard to keep alive. Holy shit. The healing check. Can keep you alive through that, man. Can keep him alive. Possible. Dommage, dommage. That's against this many outnumbered. And you're 4 parties down. Like it's a fucking struggle to keep him alive. If you're not playing Zoo. If you're playing Zoo, it's not a problem because you have a million bears. But you kill the content in half an hour. Now we're done what? 3 parties? Or 50 I think, right? 45, 44 because I think did AFK. Yeah. I don't know what more I can do. No, no joke, I think for support in commander parties, like 3 supports and you. This meta man, the damage at the front is. I mean, it doesn't fix. Not gonna save us from wiping. Helps a lot. I agree. The boon. Oh yeah, that I agree. Boon support, having a 4 support instead of the druid. Sorry, yeah, maybe that wasn't clear. Replacing the druid, sorry. Having having a 4 support in commander party, I think is a boon one. I mean, in EU we use a druid because we play the comp, so it's additional bear, but the main reasons. Spirit too, but like it's kind of the druid in the commander party is the only druid that plays a spirit. The comp we play. All other druids, 20 to 25, so like the 4 other druid are playing Glyph of Stars. It's dumb. When you bunker, when you spore bomb bunker with a complete 20 bears. Dumb as fuck. Oh, I died the wrong way. Little scary. Brother. Dude, my shroud imploded. I pressed chapter 3 because I thought I was still in shroud. Got insta-popped. What the fuck? What is happening? Bro, what are we doing? You are 50. Oh, solid. Ah. Oh, it's fine. Not daily. Yes, Dragon Banner already. Happening. They're camping bay with a Dragon Banner. Can we stop the bullshit and just fight? Can't fight here, you have a respawn, it's fine. Can we fight or like something? Something. Or it's PPT time, it's fine. No problem with that. Come fight. Oh, nice people. Just want your bags. Oh, oh. They're just in front of. Paying attention. Not me this time. I tried to press F on you. I uploaded. Here's my stacks. So might be a little hard for some 100. Sometimes a little ambitious on that elite. It's my fault. But I had time to dodge. Fuck. Uh, that's my fault. That was a greedy elite. A very greedy elite. I went straight into their face. Uh, Kim Goe. No. Kim is gonna fuck. Oh my. Oh no. Well, it was very fun. If I speak, I'm in trouble. Big trouble. Oh, uh, they are looking very cute right there. Very cute and yummy. As we say here, ni vu ni connu. It's hot on you, man. Okay, cooldowns are back. Bro, I have to use the cooldowns just to keep him alive. Both my Well of Gloom and my Shadow Refuge purely to keep him alive. Holy shit. I had to sweat for that one. Was hard getting him out. Hát doják is. Jimmy. Oh no, it was escort. Oh, it's laggy. Oh yeah. That makes sense. Dude, mid-fight suddenly. Huh? That's it? Mid-fight, like, suddenly. I thought that was a green blob, but. Ten 10 minutes between fights, like, what's happening? What the fuck is that? Oh my fucking god. Fuck was that? I go to toilet real quick. Huh? They're coming? Oh, last time we waited 10 minutes. Want to go toilet? Yeah. Bro. Bro. They just... Quel issue? Imagine dying on Trobe. Your washed up came. Unlucky. Washed up boomer. Or zoomer? Oh, I think. Yeah, Nile is washed up boomer, that's true. I go build this time real quick. Ah, back. Back. Oui. Full of nature. Laggy. That's gameplay. A little sad. A little sad it took us getting that big. But... Uh, uh, no, I'm not blaming you. No worries. Like I know, I understand that. Oh no! Is it already over? It is. And for the fight. Oh yeah, it was fun. Had that Respecter again, I don't know how I feel them, it's rough for me. Yeah, it's a little particular to play, like it's a little... Like it's kind of unique in the way it works. Which is a way I really enjoy, and I spent decent amount of effort to really maximize it as best as I could. The teleporting is hard, yeah. Lately, I don't know if you've seen tonight, I've been doing it more and more sideways. Like, for example, if the enemy squad is here, like we are pushing towards the enemy squad, I will about face, move my camera with left click, and then actually aim my wells like that. I do that more and more, and at least for me, the way that I find works pretty well most of the time. See, at times it's not, but trying to find the best, like how to put it, the best way is even trying to find the side that is gonna be safe by their movement and using your well. Like again, let's say they're pushing from here, and you know either left side or right side is gonna be safe, and you just put your camera towards that side that is safe, and you can very easily. I don't know if that was clear or not, but yeah. My camera from the safe spot toward the dangerous spot, or what I think is gonna be the dangerous spot, so that if I need, like, I can really aim with my well. This class is very reliant on your about face. I mean, at a certain point when you want to really get good, but face is kind of mandatory. It's kind of the baseline. But on Spectre specifically, the bad face is pretty important because you really want to dance in between. Like, you don't want to be really in melee. You want to help a little bit, like what, maybe 150, 200 behind your tag. Like, you want to take the big AoE, help them soak a little bit because you have some passive regen a little bit. Like, it's relatively small and it's just pure sustain some HP over time, pretty much. Like, you want to help your commander, but at the same time, you don't want to be too far. Otherwise, you start taking all the AoEs, and like when you have to move, might be slow. Like, Spectre is a lot about fighting, like finding that sweet spot right behind the commander, and that takes a lot of practice. A bad face. Since it's garbage, are you playing the correct build? Since it's here. I mean, it's this and this? Yeah, it's this. The one that AoE... AoE on F1? Yeah, that's the one. Remove condition from nearby allies on your targeted ally when targeting them with Siphon. The 2 conditions removed in single target on your commander no matter what. And 4 targets on top of that. Including you, I'm pretty sure. I think the prior order is you, the commander, you, your target, you, and then 3 other people, I'm pretty sure, in your party. I mean, you should be a little lower, but probably not by that much. Let me check. The upload. I mean, I can show you the last. Or I can check at least the last arc from our last night with my EU guild. We're playing like mainly 25. How is it? We started at 15, went slowly up to 20, and then stayed at 20 on our side. And the enemy blob was between 40 and 50. So, tough fights. And in terms of cleansing per second, I'm second. I can show. And this work? Team Girling for the screenshots. So I'm the Spectre. This is per second, the number on the right. And like obviously the other are Dread. That's me on Spectre from the last you read. So you should be very close to Dread. Are you using correctly this trait and this trait? This is a really important one. Because it's also tied to your healing. Like this and this together is like 90% of what your class does and how it works. Like that. No? Oh, that's why. Vector? I mean, this one? Oh. This one is a little better, in my opinion. To keep the commander alive. But it's not that big of a difference. It's only on the commander. This one, I'm not a fan. Most of this is kind of useless. It's small, but it helps a little bit on your commander. That's why I play this. I prefer. But this is nothing. The main two are this one and this one. Bottom, mid? Bottom? This one? Oh, mid, bottom. Oh, yeah, this one, of course. Oh, no, it's your resistance, man. No. Why it's important. It's mandatory. Crash for when you Stefan. Oh, this is too strong. AoE healing. It's mainly the resistance. It's resistant. It's resistant on all 4 of your wells. This 3 and this one is way better. And these two, everything except this, everything else is like locked. It's this specific build. For the gameplay that I'm going for. For the gameplay that is my role. This is the best build. This or this. I prefer this, but again, these two are very close. They're very small difference anyway. They're both kinda meaningless. But the rest is completely locked in. I mean, in smaller scale, you might want to use which one is Stunbreak safe? Yeah, this one, Riding Polar, for a Stunbreak. But it's for way smaller scale, like 10s, 10v10, maybe 15 versus 15. But Spectre is not that great at that scale. Like Hit Spectre, like I'm playing. My build is below the stream, if you look. It's linked just below the stream. There's all my build, and oh yeah, I play Refuge 100%. Refuge is way too strong. The Refuge is clear, like extremely strong, and for some reason they are buffing it. It's one of your strongest button already, and they are buffing it. But this is not cleansing. This is pure healing. This is, I mean, it's cleansing by the way of it being a combo field dark, and then you blast it, and it does one condition removed every blast in AoE, which is 70% of your cleansing, 60% of your cleansing. Yeah, I would say this is 60% of your overall cleansing. This is 30, 35, and the rest is like this does a little bit. One clean. I'm pretty sure it's like one cleanse on 5 allies per second for 5 seconds or 2.5 seconds. But this is not that much. Mainly, this is mainly for resistance and the fact that it's a dark field. The cleansing is kinda whatever. Just because it's a dark field. And you just blast. You just Scepter 2, that's all you do. Drop dark field, blast it. Area Dark Aura, every time you do this, it procs Caracosa. See? Because it's a blast. It's a Caracosa proc. It's a. This works exactly the same way as Caracosa. Except is the AoE, the 360 radius, is based around you. Whereas Caracosa radius. Let me what am I ping? So this trait is exactly the same way as Caracosa, except it's based around you, the radius, whereas Caracosa is based around the radius of where you blasted. So this does the same, the two works the same way, except this will sometime heal people you don't really care about, that might be a little bit behind the tag. Caracosa is full effective healing, but it's healing. But like you said, every time you blast Darkfield, you AoE cleanse one. So every time you Darkfield blast, every time you blast with 2, it cleanses 1 on 5 target on 5 allies. Plus your F1 on allies, the 10-second cooldown. Means that every 10 seconds you remove 2 in AoE, 5 targets. Like 10 AoE cleanses every 10 seconds. And this is 1 every blast. So it's mainly about Your job as a Spectre is not to heal at range. If you're low on cleansing and potentially on healing too, it might be. Guy is gonna kill me, whatever. It might be either your blasting was not good, but it also might be you are using your wells and blast at the wrong time. Could be this too. Like as thief, very often in a fight, I just stand for like what 3 seconds, 4 seconds waiting. Because it's not my job as a Spectre, it's not your job to get people back into the stack. Your job is to win locations. Win bombing locations, wells locations, with whatever. The spot where your commander wants to sit and cleave or regroup or whatever, this is the spot you win, Spectre. The rest is not your business. I mean, you have to if you're a solo healer in commander party. That's one of the reasons why I very much enjoy the force support in commander party. For support as in brother, why are you angry like that? For support as in like you treat the commander the same way you would treat a DPS. Think of it this way. How do you build your party? One stab, one healer, one boon. Your commander, because he's just here to get carried, and a DPS. And preferably your big pumper, your big melee pumper, like NGs, like things like that needs to really get into the melee to massively pump. And then the rest, obviously, like normal party, tab, heal, boon, double DPS. It's just in the commander's party specifically, I think counting the driver as a DPS, like thinking about it the same way as if there were a DPS, is really, really good. It's even better in Zoo Comp. In Zoo Comp is dumb as fuck. Zoo Comp is dumb as fuck. Whatever. But yeah, it helps a lot with like the thing it unlocks is you being able to keep your stuff for locations. Otherwise, you but otherwise you have if you have to waste it for movements, uh, you lose a lot of value of a Spectre. That's why Spectre is very bad in orange comp. It looks really bad as Alex? Oh, it should. Hey, it takes practice. Like I said, Spectre, it took me multiple months of like, I'm, I'm a boomer and my head is fried from a little bit. Whatever. But you lost to Paragon? Problem, brother. Problem. I love Paragon. I've played it for 2 months. It was really fun. A very fun time. Sadly, it was but a dream. A happy, happy dream. And now we're back to more Druid slop. Because I thought it was a good idea to fucking buff Druid. Why? Yeah, you think Druid. Sadly, and even if it, I mean, depends what they're doing with Untime they mentioned Untamed and Spear from LA. If they don't nerf Untamed, it's another 6 months of absolutely broken to comp. And I can tell you, in the more like serious, quote unquote, competitive, quote unquote, community that is very small, everyone just answer club off and just take a 6 month break. Like Zoo meta is not fun. But they have to nerf Untamed. Otherwise, game is cooked. Game is over. But if they don't, and we are back to range comp, range meta. But the problem is that Virtuoso is getting killed, Harbinger is getting killed. Them is way too strong, yeah. And them need to go. On dit, it's too easy to get away from. EP? Yeah, I know. But like you need in this current meta support already strong enough. That's why the Druid buff makes even less sense. That like support are strong enough where it's so easy to heal. Like any competent healer, it's just like what they were talking about earlier. It's a healing check. Yeah, but Spanner is the same. You Spanner one guy, if you one-shot him, nice. I mean, it's his fault for playing a fucking 11k HP. But other than that, most of the time, you get someone to like, 50% HP, 30% HP. And then if the boon / stab of the party from the guy who's paneled are actually paying attention at the game and have their screen turned on, they see that your target has no boon and they press one button and you're back to median boon. All buttons are too strong already on support. Like the boon generation, the healing generation, the glitching generation, the talking generation, like the invulnerable generation. Like supports are already too strong. Condi just get out cleansed and out healed. If you have a roster of competent support, obviously. Like in open tag, in alliance tag, obviously it's different. And I don't know if it's good or bad, I don't really care. It's not my type of content. I mean, it's not the content I try out for, at least. But in guild environments, Condi is easy to counter. You just go Druid with Antitoxin, 1 or 2 Scrapper, and your Condi comp is dead. It's too easy to counter nowadays. Way too easy. So, then if Untamed gets nerfed, Spear LA gets nerfed, Virtue is dead, so that kills the Virtue Spellbreaker comp. Harbinger is dead, which means it kills even more range comp. Because the Harbinger was the best tertiary for kiting comp, range kiting. Spear Evoker might also be dead, so for the Necro Spear Evoker comp. Like every DPS, like the DPS power level overall is gonna go significantly down. The outliers, I mean, Untamed is way too broken. I 100% agree, but the problem is that the rest is compared the damage compared to volume of healing and booning and support in general is way too skewed in favor of the supports. Like the Condi just gets out hit and out cleans, and if you don't have like a big enough bomb to generate downs on the bomb and then kill them, which like the Condi comp doesn't do that. The Condi comp is about overwhelming your opponent. It's not about winning one spot. It's not about. I mean, you can do that against people that don't adapt. Sure. Against Alliance Tag, against whatever, Dusk, Eye, sure. But against people that press their button a little bit, again, you just go Antitoxin on Druid and a couple Scrapper. Your Condi comp is insta-dead. So, oh, it's back to some fucking, I don't know, Necro slop. Yeah, probably. Even if the Necro nerfs themselves are meaningless. I'm not gonna lie. The Necro nerfs themselves are meaningless. They don't do anything. Like, in terms of actual power level in this current meta, compared to the alternatives, it doesn't change anything. It just comes back because everything else gets nerfed. So Necro, not Scrapper, Amalgam. And Zerker, yeah. Yeah. It's back to more Wild Bomb every 40 seconds. Nightfall is dead. Druid is broken as fuck. If it's the meta, Spectre is broken as fuck. I mean, it's nothing new. It's a boring thing. It's the same I've seen for 1.5 years, and from everything I hear, it's the same from many years prior. The same slop. Necro, NG, Warrior. Obviously Guardian on stab, and Mesmer as your tertiary, and Druid as your healer. The same class over and over and over and over. Yay. Yay. I not even the same class, the same specs. Untamed, in a way, Untamed was broken. It was too much. But a DPS spec from Ranger, for once. That was cool. Heal and G was very, very good earlier in the game, but been a while of only Druid. Fuck Druid, man. Stab Guardian. Been 10 years of Stab Guardian. Change Chrono and make it a proper solo stab. Like Guardian. LNG was amazing, bro. That's when I started the game. Played for not even a year. Proper was fun back before Mount and before Mount in Rival World. Super speed, man. The 100% uptime, super speed. Ah, yeah. Yeah, Heal Tempest was also very fun. The Oracher. Oracher was super fun to play. When it was really good, Oracher was very, very fun. I had a blast. I had a fucking blast for a few months, not gonna lie. They brought Evoker to kill Heal Tempest? Are you sure about that? Because if that was the aim of the Heal Voker, oh boy, do I have bad news for you. Oh, Heal Voker fucking sucks. Sad. I tried making it work at the beginning of the expect, and then for some reason they killed it with the nerf in December, last December. They just said fuck you. It was fine. It had its role. It had one role. Nothing else. And you kill the one good thing it's doing. Like, I don't know what to say about their balancing without being insulting, but that's why from the beginning I had the moment they didn't show any untamed nerfs and didn't preview it during the preview stream. And they only said we are aware of it. I've been scared. With their passive, with their history, I'm scared. I have a little voice that tells me, brother, it doesn't smell very good. It's worrying. I don't think they will nerf a Tabor Evoker. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Evoker needs a nerf. The second nerf is up. Oh yeah, that's the second level. Is first, are they gonna nerf it? That's the first level. The second level, which is just as Onderus, is either they make a change that is completely meaningless, like I don't know, minus 30% damage on Spear 3, and then call it a day. Changes nothing. Like either that or they completely kill it back to absolutely unplayable. I don't trust them for 1 second to find a actually decent balance. Tempest? You mean Wildfire? Because they are kinda two Tempest build. There's like the melee, I don't really know what the weapon, I think a hammer? I don't know actually. Maybe even, yeah, I don't know. There's the melee fresh air, and there's the Wildfire. Wildfire, okay. Wildfire only works against people that are not very good at the game. Until you get like in Mega Blob territory, and then it's different. Warren? It's Warren. I have no clue. I know there are two Tempest builds. I know one is in Wildfire, and the other is very melee, and I have no clue what it is. But yeah, the Wildfire build, the main problem is that it only works against enemy that sit in it for long enough. Like if they do, yeah, at a certain size, like you get into the 50 versus 50 blob, and their entire blob doesn't move out of AoEs, of red circles. Yeah, Wildfire is gonna pump, for sure. But other than that, resistance, you walk out. The Tempest, the melee Tempest one, the other one, I have no clue what it is. I can't tell you. But I know Maz play it relatively often. The Tempest one, the more melee burst one, I have no clue what it is. This one is fine. If it's Spear, it might be dead. At least it's fine. Spear Evoker, the problem with Spear Evoker is it's very strong, kind of similar to Wildfire in a way, but a little bit different. In that it's very good if the enemy walks into you. Wildfire is good only if the enemy sits in one spot and doesn't move. Evoker is really good if the enemy is chasing you. Evoker is very good in kite comp. Like Spear Evoker, I mean. Like the core Necro Spear Evoker. But if Spear gets nerfed, that means Evoker is dead. And then it's just Wildfire is dog. It's just the melee. I think the only build for melee DPS is the Tempest one. Melee Tempest. The all Dagger? No. No, I don't think so. I think it's Spear or something. Oh wait, no, isn't it the Fulgor one? Oh, it might actually be Dagger. Might be right. The Fulgor one. Isn't it the Fulgor one? The other one, the not Wildfire? The Fulgor spam that got nerfed or whatever. Admit it's build I'm thinking of. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't play DPS. I have no clue about DPS. Like, all I know is the results. I don't know how they work. But back to more Druid. Probably the last night I played Spectre. Potentially. The last night I played Spectre. Because if we go into range comp, Spectre is dead. Fulgor is Spear? Okay, so yeah. That's what that's the build I'm thinking of, the Fulgor one. The Tempest Fulgor. Range comp would be. I mean, depends which one it is, but I understand that like the Virt Spellbreaker was a little toxic. I can understand that. But honestly, the Core Necro Spear Evoker one was really fun, in my opinion. As a melee as a EU enjoyer, the Spear Evoker Core Necro one was really fun. Really fun. It just get rolled over by Anthem comp, so now it's not payable. But it's really fun. If it was that meta, I would be happy. Because there's actually a non-zero possibility that if it's this meta, this kind of meta, that I can go back to Scrapper, which is my main at heart forever. But yeah, not sure. You have to see how strong the Druid buffs are. If it's too strong, then even Scrapper is out of the window. With Harby dead, it's hard to say because like Harby brought you everything the range comp wanted. Quickness, might, resistance, so your healer didn't have to bring any of it. So Druid was perfect for that. And extra wells, so that you can get rid of, like you replace the core necro with evoker, think of it that way. But you still get the wells that would have been from necros in the spot from your support. It's too good. The CC is very good. Like Harby was perfect for this kind of gameplay. Imagine you have a Harby 100% resistance plus Crapper super speed. What will you also? Cornecro? Cornecro and Harbinger? I mean, if Harbinger wasn't dead, but yeah, that's the problem, is that what do you replace Harbinger with? Because it was a good part of the strips with the Cornecro. Obviously not as much as the Cornecro, but like a good 30% of your strips are coming from Harbinger. Like why do you put in third support? Strip Chrono? Strip slash CC Chrono? Maybe. That's a possibility. We are already playing 1 or 2 in range comp towards the end before the zoo comp took over. We are putting 2, I think, 2 chrono with Gravel for Mega Bomb. When they run into you, you drop all the Spear Evoker AoEs into Good Well Bomb, into two chrono chaining their edits. We've had some nice spikes with a little what's the name, veil in the middle. Like you push them, kite back, you veil during the kite back, and instantly run at them while they're expecting you to kite further away. Into well bomb, gravity well in the middle of that. Juicy. It was very fun. But yeah. Probably some kind of, like you said earlier, necro, amalgam, berserker. Probably. I hated when I did that. It's such a good move. Most commanders, like most open field people, will never adjust to that. You can do it over and over. Like I'm convinced you can do it over and over. Obviously, some of the decent commander will get a clue after a while. For many groups that move at the start, you always get like 3 to 5 down that weren't paying attention, that got caught, that got surprised. But that note, I'm yapping. Yeah, content over. Unlucky. That's gonna be it for me. Fun to counter, yeah. Right. Thank you for the fight. It was fun. Kinda saved our week. The matchup was pretty dead. But yeah, I'm calling it for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. And yet, I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Thank you, man.